This is the one-step word problems video. Alright, example 1. Sandy has 38 books in her library. She bought several books at a yard sale over the weekend. She now has 93 books in her library. How many books did she buy at the yard sale? So most of these one-step equation word problems you can figure out just by reading them. Okay, but we are requiring you, because we're going to get to two-step word problems, potentially even multi-step word problems. So eventually you're going to need to know how to do this. So we're starting easy to teach you the steps, and then we'll get harder. Okay, so yes, I realize right now you can probably figure out the answer in your head, but we're requiring you to define a variable. Okay, so your variable is usually, like in the last sentence, it's usually the question. How many books did she buy at the yard sale? So you need to pick a letter. It doesn't matter what letter. You can pick X every time. You can pick B for books, whatever you want. Okay, so pick your letter and then define it. So B or X or Y or whatever is how many books she bought at the yard sale. How many books she bought at the yard sale. You can't just say B for books, okay? It has to be a little more specific than that. How many books she bought, how many books she bought at the yard sale, something like that, okay? So then we would like for you to try to write an equation. Sandy has 38 books in her library now. Okay, so she has 38 books. She bought several books at a yard sale. So that's what we don't know. So she has 38 books now, and she bought some more. So that means she added to her total. And she now has 93 books in her library. Equals the total. So if I add how many books she had plus how many she bought equals the total. And then if you solve this one-step equation, you'll know the B, how many books that she ended up buying. Again, a lot of you could figure this out without writing an equation, without defining a variable, just by reading the problem, because it's a one-step easy problem. But what we're trying to teach you is how to define a variable and how to write an equation. And we're starting easy. Okay, it doesn't make any sense to start something new that's hard with hard problems. So we're doing easy problems now so that you're ready eventually. So anyway, subtract 38 from both sides and you will get B equals whatever 93 minus 38 is, which is 55. Okay, so you're going to get an answer, 55, but then we want you to write your answer as a phrase or a sentence. Okay, so I'm going to go down here, and for 55, I'm actually going to write that as a sentence. Okay, the question, the variable was how many books she bought at the yard sale, so the answer would be she bought 55 books at the yard sale. So yes, you didn't have to write an equation to solve this, but the part that we're trying to emphasize is that you have to define a variable, write an equation, and write your answer as a sentence. Those are the things that we're practicing, even though the problems are super simple. Example number 2. Last week, Jason had $43 and Sam had $20. Jason washed cars over the weekend and now has $94. How much money did Jason make washing cars? Alright, so again, define a variable. That's usually in the last sentence. That's the question that they ask you, is what you're looking for. How much money did Jason make washing cars? So pick a variable. X, C for cars, J for Jason, M for money, whatever. Pick a letter and then define it. So how much money did Jason make washing cars is the question. So X would be how much money, or the amount of money, how much money Jason made washing cars. That's what we're solving for, so that's our variable. Okay, so last week Jason had $43. Jason had $43 last week. Sam had $20. Nowhere in this problem do they ask us anything about Sam. They don't say that Sam gave his money to Jason. Nothing about that. So Sam having $20 is just extra information that we don't need. That has nothing to do with Jason. So you don't need that 20. So Jason had $43. So he had $43. He washed some cars over the weekend and made some money. We don't know how much. And now he has $94. So again, Jason had $43 plus however much money Jason made washing cars would equal how much money he has now. His money he had originally plus the money he made washing cars equals his total amount of money. So again, if you solve this simple equation, you'll get the answer. So 94 minus 43 will give us 51. Okay, so he had $51. Okay, so that's the answer, but we're requiring you to write it in a sentence. So X was how much money Jason made washing cars. So then your answer would be Jason made $51 washing cars. Okay, again, the point that we're emphasizing here is how to define a variable, how to set up an equation, and to write your answer as a sentence. After eating at the restaurant, Mary, Alyssa, and Tom decided to divide the bill evenly. If each person paid $35, what is the total of the bill? Okay, so again, define your variable. Okay, what is the total of the bill is the question they're asking, so that is your variable. So again, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, whatever, B for bill, T for total. Pick a letter, okay, and define it. B, X, Y, Z, whatever would be the total of the bill. That's what we're looking for. That's what we don't know. We don't know what the total cost of the bill was, so that's what we're solving for. Okay, after eating at the restaurant, Mary, Alyssa, and Tom decided to divide the bill evenly. If each person pays $35, what was the total of the bill? Okay. Alright, so if you take the bill, which we don't know what it is, the total bill, and they cut it in 3 perfect pieces. Mary, Alyssa, and Tom each paid an equal amount. So if we take the bill and cut it into 3 equal pieces, that would be dividing, we would get how much each person paid, which is $35. Okay? And then solve this. Some people might have said 35 times 3 equals the total bill, and that's where we're going to get if you solve this. The bill, which is what we were solving for, would be 35 times 3. Each person paid $35. 35 times 3 would give you $105. Again, a lot of you could have done that in your head, but we're practicing defining a variable, solving the equation, and writing the answer as a sentence. Okay? All right. So let's write our answer as a sentence. Okay? So B was 105, but it was also the total bill. The total bill was $105. So once you define your variable, then your sentence matches up with what your variable is defined as. All right, last example. Tim received $98 and 8 movie tickets for his birthday. He went to a sporting goods store and bought a baseball glove, baseball, and hat. Just kidding, and bat. Reading's hard. He had $21 left over. How much did he spend on the baseball gear? Okay, so again, your variable is defined by the question, which is usually the last sentence. Okay, so how much did he spend on baseball gear is what we don't know. So X, Y, Z, whatever, pick a variable would be how much Tim spent on baseball gear. Okay, that's your variable. That's the question you're trying to answer. Okay, Tim received $98 and 8 movie tickets for his birthday. Okay, the 8 movie tickets have nothing to do with how much money he has, how much he spent. That's just extra information. And good for him, he got 8 movie tickets. That's exciting, but that has nothing to do with how much he spent on the baseball gear or how much money he has. So we don't need that information. Okay, so he had $98, so let's write that down. Okay, he went to a sporting goods store and bought a baseball glove, a baseball, and a bat, and he had $21 left over. Okay, so he went to the store and he bought stuff. So that's actually subtracting. How much he spent is subtracting. If he went out and worked and got more money, we'd be adding that into his $98. But he went out and spent it, so we're subtracting that from his $98. And he has $21 left. Okay, so this is a one-step equation. It's really going to be solved in 2 steps. Okay, so if you subtract $98 from both sides, you're actually left with negative x equals 21 minus 98, which is negative 77, and then divide by that negative 1. Again, most of you could have done this in your head and gotten $77 in your head without writing an equation, without doing an equation, without solving an equation. But again, we're practicing defining a variable, setting up an equation because they are going to get harder, and then writing your answer as a sentence. Okay, so the variable x is how much Tim spent on baseball gear. So your sentence is going to be that your answer, Tim spent $77 on baseball gear. Okay, again, how you define your variable and your answer should be similar sentences. Okay, your answer sentence should give the answer to your variable sentence.